Hello everyone. I I didn't think I had to make another rant video so soon. I don't plan on making this like a rant, a recurrent thing. But I was reading the patch notes on bed, and I purposely got up to come complain because I find it baffling what PA just did on this patch uh, for more than one reason. But I'll start with the changes. As you can see, we are now on PvP changes, which confirms that they actually did end the PvE patch, which in my opinion makes no sense because if you come here on the class list, this is a class tier list made by choice. He used results from YouTube and actually messaged directly class players, good class players, to get results from the class to kind of understand where each class stands. And if you come down here, you'll notice that half of the classes here on the below average tier, half of these classes did not get touched on the last PvE changes for some reason. Both Crusaders, no change. Both Meiwas, no change. Valk Succession, no change. Ninja Awakening, no change. Tamer Succession, no change. And I would even come up here and talk how they didn't change neither Wuza Suck or Archer. But anyway, meanwhile, for some reason, classes like Suck Witch are getting buffed. Classes like Suck Decay are getting buffed. This makes no sense. And you know why that is? Because our balance team is shit. They suck. They don't know how to balance this game. They are horrible at it. Anyway, now you come here into the PvP changes, and of course, look who appears. Berserker, the love child of PA. Berserker just keeps getting buffed and buffed and buffed. Changes every patch because it's a popular class. PA doesn't buff non-popular classes. You would think that classes like Meiwa, for example, which have been shit for basically, 8 years, they would get buffs multiple times until they were on a good spot, but that's not the case. PA will only change and buff classes that are popular. That's why Berserker appears in almost every patch note. If we go check the last 10 patch notes, or 9 patch notes, and we search Berserker, we'll probably find him on multiple of them. Look here, PvE buffs last week. There we go. Next one. Does he show up on this one? Only a bug fix. Okay, let's go to the next one. Does he show up on this one? He doesn't. Okay, but does he show up on the next one? Oh, look at it. There he is. What is? Oh, yes, let's reduce the stamina consumption on Zerker. That's such a problem that the class has. Yes. Oh, because Zerker had so many stamina issues. Oh, okay. Anyway, let's go to the next one. Does he appear on this one? Oh, there he is. That's strange. What is it? Oh, yeah, because we removed the mouse movement the patch before. Now we need to give him more SA, you know? Now he needs more super armor. Now Awakening needs a skill that makes him fucking fly, you know? Oh, that's so cool. Thank you, PA. Where are the Meiwa changes, huh? Where are the Meiwa changes? Where are the Awakening Crusade changes? Let's see. Oh, there he is again. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes. I don't think this patch really matters, but just proving that he appears on like half of the patches that PA releases whenever this class changes. Like it just does. Because it's a popular class and PA just wants to change popular classes and ignore the bad ones. Okay, so that's the first point of the patch that got me mad, that got me pissed. The second point is down here on the DR rock meta. So let's read it along. Let's read along. Damage reduction stats for certain magic crystals will be adjusted. Some of these crystals will now belong on the increased damage reduction group, allowing you to keep up to 2 at once. For crystals designed with PvE in mind, their all damage reduction effect will be changed to slightly stronger monster damage reduction effect. This change is intended to bring down PvP setups that were performing a bit too strongly. We'll continue to monitor balance closely after the update to ensure fairer PvP environment. You can remove this last part, by the way. They always say they're going to continue monitoring shit. If they were monitoring anything, up here on the PvE changes, the classes that I mentioned would have gotten buffed. They didn't. So this is more, it's just a classic like regurgitating lie that I like to put at the end of every time they pretend that they're listening to feedback. So why is this part bad? Because even though they are finally addressing the rock meta, they nerf the wrong crystals. That's it. They nerf the wrong crystals. The DR rock meta is not broken because of stacking armors. It's not because of that. Do you know how much DR you would lose if you can't stack armors? People are running like a maximum of like 5 of this, okay? This is the DR they're running. It's 28 DR. You're limiting this DR to like 2. So like to 14. That's it. Like you're reducing the DR by like 20. These are the wrong crystals to nerf, and people already told them that, but they refuse to listen. The crystals that they need to reduce are these ones. These are the fucking broken ones. These are the ones that need to be limited to 2. It's not the other ones that need to be limited to 2. Look at the difference here. If I remove all of these crystals, you see? If I remove all of these crystals, 150 damage reduction. You see where the problem is coming from, right? It's not even 150, it's 24 extra even after. So it's 174 DR. Imagine if you don't let them stack for 6 of them. Oh, suddenly the DR meta becomes much more manageable because everyone has 100 less DP. Okay? Either way, this just proves 2 things to me that I think everyone already was aware of, but it's just LPA is basically slow to act on feedback because the DR meta, this was brought up to them like 5-6 months ago because it was a problem since the DR dons were introduced, and this has been brought up to them when that happened. So they are just slow to act on feedback, or then they just completely ignore the feedback. And more proof that they are slow on doing stuff is, for example, the rotation between Guild League and Arena of Solaire. When Arena of Solaire ends, Guild League should start. But for some reason, there's always a month, 2 months, sometimes 3 months before the next one comes back. Why is that? Can PA explain that one to us? They can't. They are just slow. They forget about things. They don't remember the fucking game modes even exist. And people ask for the Guild League is nowhere. People ask for the new Arena of Solaire season, the Arena of Solaire season is nowhere. People will ask them about the hardcore server, they don't even mention it again on the global nets, global lab notes. I don't think they even want us to remember that hardcore server existed, right? So this is just a problem with the company. They are just slow to act on stuff. They are just slow. And when they do act, most of the times it's misguided because whoever is in charge of the PvE patches, of the balance changes, of all of this fine-tuning, it doesn't know what they're doing. If you come down here, there was something else I wanted to show. And it's basically like, for example, that they're removing back attacks from flame towers. Siege weapons are super strong right now. And they are still not doing anything to fix other issues that Node War has. You know? Like, this is not the issue with Node War, it's not the flame towers. This is not the issue with Siege, it's not the flame towers. Maybe the issue with Siege is the fact that everyone has 6-second respawn timers, and that rebuilds are so tanky that the only way to kill them is by hitting them with a ballista, because if you body throw 20 people or 30 into a wall rebuild, it doesn't even die, right? Like, these are the kinds of things, they are completely disconnected from the game, and that just leads to bad changes, bad direction in the balance, and it just makes me mad every time I read these patch notes, because I already know that they are gonna fuck it up, and they do. But I keep coping and coping and coping that next week they're gonna actually buff the classes that are underperforming PvE. Next week is the one, guys. Next week they actually gonna make Corsair pull more trash than it's pulling right now, and the class will stop being shit. I keep coping for months and months and months, and I think I'm done. I think I just need to fucking re-roll off my class and go into a complete meta class to get proper results. And that fucking sucks, bro. That fucking sucks. And I just wanted to get this out of my chest. I am fucking whatever. Anyway, guys, I'll see you around on stream. Bye bye.